Hello, Zackmaster79 here. All you freaking people want to know, stuff. So basically, today I'll be talking and reviewing to one of the very first ever movies I ever watched. That was the Lord of the Rings series. And this is my basic review. Summed up in about 5 or 10 minutes, so, yeah. The first episode, I should say movie because it's not a TV series. The first movie was just, on my contacts, pacing and nice and slow. Especially its fact that it's only about 2 hours long, and we don't get to the beastly part till number 2, and then we don't get to the ultimate dragon of your patience, which is Lord of the Rings 3, Lord of the Rings Return of the King, making me sound like much of a nerd, hinting the fact that I'm talking about Lord of the Rings as a series as a whole. So, basically, characters and storylines, they were pretty decent of all 3 series. Frodo turns into madness, then Stark turns into madness in the second scene was pretty decent, and I gotta say, awesome. But Zach, what do you mean it was pretty decent? It's slowing. I want my movies fast. Even though that all 3 films aren't Star Wars length, which is about 2 hours long, it's still enough for you to sit on the lengthy car trip. Because this is only about 250 gosh darn freaking minutes long. More than almost about 4 or 5 hours. 6 hours at the most. Basically, the film is basically about a midget man named Frodo who goes on his quest to save his town, or I don't think it's a town. It's more likely to, I might just say it's a place of something that really no one likes. So, yeah. The film always begins on a slow pacing and then moves up to a climactic fight, which is epic. Basically, that's all 3 films. It's a slow pacing till the climactic fight. For example, when the longest of these films, which is almost 4 hours long, aka the third film, we got to see what happened after the Battle of, I was going to say Helm's Deep, but the Helm's Deep was only about quarter way through the end. And basically, they walked up and they cut this out. They only made this into the extended version, which is like this big box set. It was about hundreds of dollars. They cut out freaking Christopher Lee's character dying, which is kind of doesn't make any sense. Even though everyone's basic complaint is basically the endings are too long, even though it's a big film to wrap up. Even though, you should stick to at least 2 or 3 endings, not leaving out important plot line of Saruman's death. But basically, to conclude the series, even though I have not talked about the series even more detail, the series is a pretty good. Lord of the Rings is a pretty good movie series, and book series, and video game series, and etc., etc. Lord of the Rings is a pretty great films about a midget hobbit named Frodo and his other friends. And his adventures through these 3 films learn that he has more than just tiny midget abilities that sure as hell not copied from other people. But either way, it was a great film, and And the series was somehow pretty good with the Peter Jackson version, but the other version, not like the cartoon ones. Please like, comment, subscribe, leave a link in the description if you want more of these reviews. Zach Messone signing off. You're probably wondering I don't say bye all the time because really I think it's from another YouTuber. I don't want to get into conflicts. Bye!